to become entrepreneurs, to start making money. There are a couple of them whom I am personally mentoring, and they are doing a fantabulous job. One of the girl from DPS in Delhi, she and I, we are online connected, so we together have built a student counseling platform which guides wherein you have to take some psychometric test, and basis on that it will guide you what all are the future scope for you, what kind of a salaries you will going to get, what kind of a career options you have, which are the universities which run those kind of courses, and it covers everything. It's other than basic science mathematics, it covers almost everything in the world. So people are doing it. A lot of us are doing it. This would not have been possible if we would have not accepted the technology. We would not have taken it up with that. Yes, AI is doing something. It is bringing revolution. Almost every day, we get to know that so and so X number of people have been, thrown out from the company, or they have been sacked. Why? Because AI has taken them. But who are these people? Are they the ones who are in a continuous upskilling? No. The people who have been sacked by the companies are the ones who somewhere or the other have some kind of inhibition to upskills themselves. If you do not do that, ladies and gentlemen, soon we would end up like Nokia and Kodak. And we all know what had happened to Nokia and Kodak. Kodak didn't come back, but Nokia is still starving to make a huge comeback. We all know this. We all know the fact. So, when we talk about AI, when we talk about how I can implement AI in my day-to-day life, I need to understand first one very important thing, which is why do I need AI? That's why I started off this conversation with that. Why do I actually need AI? Is it really that very imperative? It is that very imperative for me that I need to have AI. Can't I live without AI? I can, but the amount of work that it can do it on my behalf, the amount of time that it will save for me, fantabulous. So let me quickly share my screen with all of us. And I'll need a quick thumbs up if you all can see the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
And what exactly can we see there?
Blank.
Uh, is my PPT visible?
It's still loading on my device. I do not know about the others.
For me also, it's still loading, Dr. Bhupendra.
Okay, just a minute. I don't know what is happening here because I'm trying to share. It's coming back again and again to the same thing. Just a moment. I do not know what is happening in here. I'll share it again. Now, probably I must be able to. Is my screen visible now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Perfect. All right. All right. So from buzzword to workplace, ladies and gentlemen, practical AI for L&D and HR. Understand the AI landscape simply. We will write clearer, useful prompts, support real L&D HR workflows, and evaluate outputs responsibly. Leave with one immediate action. So understand this. The objective is not to learn everything about AI. We cannot do that. The objective is to learn how to think differently with AI. And that is why I asked this question. How many of us think that AI is taking away our creativity? Now, well, that depends entirely on the question. If I have to ask, how many of us can define what creativity is? Anybody who can talk about what is creativity? We all have been thinking, many of us says that thinking out of the box. But who is defining this box? What is there in this box? Creativity is intelligence having fun. Thank you, Somji. Thank you, Palni. Anyone else? Please tell me what I'm going to say. Please tell me whether I'm right or wrong. This is my observation of the life so far. Any living human being who can see a dream is a creative person. I repeat, any living human being who can see dream is a creative person in my eyes. Do we agree to that? or we agree to disagree? Couple of yes, couple of trues. Thank you so much. So as long as you can see something, as long as you can dream, you are a very much creative person. AI today is going to help us to structure our creativity and bring that maximum output, because creativity comes from two different words, create and activity. So what do you create basically? Anybody? What do we create? What do we create, ladies and gentlemen? We say creativity. What are we creating actually? We create thoughts. Creativity is nothing but thoughts.
Firstly,
Yes.
the intent.
Sorry.
We create the intent to begin with.
Perfect. Perfect. And what makes us to create an in intent?
The emotion or the dream or the images that we have processed
Can we say
or we
that
have
the
stored in our mind.
perfect? So can we say that the root is the is or are the thoughts?
Yes.
Perfect. So what do we create, ladies and gentlemen? We create thoughts. Now there are more than 50,000 thoughts that a human mind create, right? Now just imagine 50,000 thoughts, we all would have gone crazy. Look at the beautiful system that he has fit in here. It filters it out and we are left with only a couple of thoughts in our mind. Now with the help of tools, AI tools, today we are bringing those creativity out to the whole world and getting praise and getting the work done and doing things. AI is nothing but a creativity, someone's creativity. And do you know who this someone was? Anyone? Who was that very first person who has ever thought that if what will happen if machines can start learning or machines can start thinking? Please do not Google and ChatGPT it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
anybody?
well, machines already existed in the ancient times, as far as the Egyptian civilization, the carvings depict.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now we are re-innovating that or reinventing that.
Okay. Anyone else?
I think I don't know, Samir Bhatia or the Hotmail founder, or because, that emails going directly to the junk folder and all, right? That is also kind of AI, I would say. Long back, even before it existed. So, some thoughts on that part, maybe. Not very sure
Okay.
though.
Okay. Fair enough. We are reaching pretty close. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, um, okay, let me give it to you all. I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
It is,
Yes.
yes.
This is the gentleman who asked for the very first time to the whole world, what will happen if machine starts thinking? And he is Mr. Alan Turing. There are so many, any softwares that gets uploaded or that gets updated or developed had to pass through a test called Turing test. Now he is the one in 1956. That was a very first time this question was proposed. Then comes this gentleman. Though he looks like South industry superstar actor Ajit, but he is not Ajit, that's for sure. Who is he? Anyone? He is John McCarthy. He is the one who has coined the term artificial intelligence and is also referred as the father of AI. He is the one. So, the flame that was lit by Mr. Turing was continued with these scientists, and in the modern era, so we have a father of AI, then we need to have a godfather of AI also. So he is Jeffrey Everest Hinton, known as the godfather of AI. Why? He's been awarded with Nobel Prize for the work that he has done in artificial neural networks. And he revolutionized how machines learn from complex data structure. Basically, he is the one. And there are a couple of them like him who has actually made the brain of AI. Just like a human body, we have a brain. Likewise, these are the gentlemen who have created brain of AI. How does AI's brain function? What are the neurons? Where the things happening? Where the data is going? How it is processing? So many things. Now we have been using a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen. A lot means a lot of things, like ChatGPT and many others. So let's come to the favorite part of my training. How many of you know the full form of GPT in ChatGPT? Don't Google and do not GPT it, please. Who can say the full form of GPT in ChatGPT? Thank you, Palani. No worries, that's okay. We are here to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformers. I'll put that in the chat box. It stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformers. That's what GPT stands for. Now, again, this highlights that we are using something for quite some time, but we do not know how to use it effectively because we do not know the in and out of it. So, unlike ChatGPT, we have been using Claude, Gemini, Copilot, and other. But now comes the question: how do they function? So now let's understand how does LLM functions. So this is a mere functioning of LLM. So you give an input to any of the LLM, be it ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, and it divides it or breaks it down into what we call it, and in the AI language, we call it as a token. So if you see, even a question mark is being broken into a token. Once broken, then these tokens are further embedded into a number family or a vector family, mathematical representation. So if you see, even a question mark has a mathematical representation. Then what happens is, once after it is being broken and embedded into the mathematical vectors, it tries to analyze that whatever is being asked, what is asked of which is what is the major thing that is being asked of. So you see, the more important part is the capital over here for France. Then what will happen is, after understanding this, it will go back into its repository, that is pre-trained transformers, and pre-trained transformers, and from there it will try to predict the most possible answers to it. So here you can see Rome, less number of tokens, a little more than Berlin. London has little more than that, but Paris is the one which likely has to have more likely tokens, possibility, or the prediction that this could be the most maximal prediction. So it will give you Paris. Now, the moment you get the answer, if you have noticed, you get a thumbs up and thumbs down option, right? The moment you do thumbs up or thumbs down, this is where, ladies and gentlemen, we are training the data, training the machine that this output is correct or this output is not so correct. Refine, then we reiterate the prompt, and then we keep doing until we do not get the right response. So response generation, the model keeps predicting tokens and string them together to form a full response. So the capital of France is Paris. So what happens is, LLMs break down your input, which is this, whatever prompt you give. It understand what is important, predict the next word to it, and build a clear and concise output. And that's a reason why, ladies and gentlemen, many a times you must have seen that even though you have typed wrong, you still get the right output. How many times did that happened with you all? You have typed something wrong,
Many a
some
times.
spellings were wrong, but still you were able to get the output, right? So now let me show you a tool through which you can actually see. I'll show it to you. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Again, the same thing is coming up. Okay, new tab, share, perfect. Okay, all right. So go to those who are with me on their systems, please go to Google and type Open AI Tokenizer or ZER. So you will get this tool called Tokenizer from OpenAI platform. Click on the very first link, and in a new tab, let me just show it to you. We can open anything that you are reading or anything. Let's say new blog on, let's say, tourism for that matter. Sorry. So travel blog. let's say destinations. I'm just doing it randomly. It's nothing. Santorini, and here it is. So what I'll do is I'll just going to copy this as is, and we'll come back to my token and we'll paste it here. The moment I have pasted, ladies and gentlemen, see what you can see down here is number of tokens used 130, characters are 633. So let me quickly define. Characters are space, full stop, comma, inverted commas, bracket, parentheses, numbers, punctuation, anything. Now here it is. Look at this. Every single character is being coded into number. Now, color. Now, which letter or which character has got what color? There is no rationale behind it. Reason being, it is just for our understanding to show us that how. Remember when I said that every prompt or the input gets broken into token. So here you can see even the full stop has a color, then comma has a color, apostrophe has a color, right? So here it is. Now, this is for the world to understand if you see the hyphens and everything. Now let's click on token IDs here. And there you see the same text broken into number family, mathematical number family. Okay, so this is broken into the number family. Now, once it is broken into the number family, this is where you understand. I mean, like you, as in like you and I, people like us don't understand this, but this is how the LLMs break down whatever text. So, like whatever we put it. So, let's say I'll give the space, space, space. So, characters have become 643 now, and token has increased by one. More space again, characters became 665, token is this. Now, I'll hit enter and let me type anything randomly here. And there you can see now the tokens number are 138, characters 668, and the numbers increases again. So now let me just delete everything from here, and then we will bring back ourselves to where we were in the beginning. So you can see along with that, as soon as I'm moving my cursor, everything is getting changed. 634, 131, 633 characters, 130 tokens, and we are back again with the numbers. Now this is for for the world to know. But ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you all a question. What language does a system understand? Anybody?
Binary.
Perfect.
Binary.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mandarji. And binary, why do we call it as binary? Because it consists of two digits, 0 and 1. So even though it is these different numbers for us, but the machine pass the numbers as 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. That is the only matrix that they understand. They understand nothing else. So either you are putting it into Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, Malayali, Tamil, Telugu, whatever. So let's find it out. Travel blog in Marathi, let's say. And let me open this. I'm just doing random things. So I'm going to click on this. I clicked and we can say Madhya Pradesh, Bhartacha Hriday. I'll click on read more. And then it will take me to that page. And here we have. So now what I'll do is I'll just going to copy this right from the top here. Too much copied. So let me just copy this from here. Let me copy this until here, right? Let's come back to tokenizer. This is for the people who says that why it's only English. So let's go back, clean this up, clear. Let me put something else. And there you go. 2,155 characters, 772 tokens used in this entire thing. And if I just bring us back to text, and there you see.
Sir, we are seeing your Marathi screen only.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope now this is visible. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So here you can see 772 tokens are used, 2,155 characters. And as I said, there is no rationale behind the colors that are chosen, but everything is being here. Now, if I need to see the token IDs, if I click on this, here are the token IDs which are used. Again, so whether it's English, Hindi, Marathi, Punjabi, Tamil, Telugu, whatever language it will going to understand only this. Now, let me show you another magic. What version of GPT is this? 5. If I choose the old version, look at the number of tokens now. Number of tokens 3,423 for reading the same thing. When we come to 3.5 or GPT-4, number of tokens reduced to 2,191. And when I comes to GPT-5, number of tokens straight away comes to 772 from 2000. This is why AI is enhancing. This is why AI is required. So for the same reading, if I would have done it in the old version of AI, I would have used more than 2000 tokens and probably I would have end up with my daily limit. When updated version, again, a little bit of two, the most advanced one, now we have, just imagine this, just look at this. 2,191 tokens for the same 2,155 characters, right? And it's not readable enough. Now, the moment I'll come to GPT-5, look at this. It's pretty much more readable, more concise, and I can see the number of tokens have been reduced far from 2000 to 700. So that amount, so almost like 1200 odd some tokens which are saved, I can utilize those tokens, that is saving my limit, and I can utilize those tokens to do something else with the AI on the same tool. That is why the updated versions are required. Thus, our softwares in the mobile phones also gets updated every time. Why? Because they say bug fixes this time. We have fixed certain bugs. Some provisions has been done, something or the other. If you go on your app store and you click on update the app, and if you happen to click on read more, what is there? It will tell you what all updates they have done. Maximum time it is bug fixes. So what is bug fixes? All those things. So let's not go into those technicalities, but this is a tool which you can come to and can see that how much tokens are getting utilized, or even if you are using ChatGPT for that matter. So let's say I'll go to my ChatGPT. Uh, okay. Something is just not happening. Correct. Uh, I hope my screen is visible now, right? Okay. So this is my ChatGPT. Now, how my ChatGPT looks like this than yours, I'll tell you later. But let's take an example for that matter. If I go to ChatGPT and type the same thing, now I want from this article, I want it to convert it into some kind of a PPT or some kind of a infographic, some kind of an image. But I am not sure how many tokens do I have. So whatever you want to give a prompt for an AI to do and to do it for you, just copy it, bring it to your tokenizer, and put it that way. You will get to know what is the number of tokens that it is using, how many tokens have been used in that way. Other than why I have gone only for OpenAI tokenizer is because that is one of the freely tool available from the same house who has built ChatGPT, OpenAI. That is why it is. Right? So you can see now here, you can see the moment I have pasted the prompt over here, there is no space, nothing. Whereas, yes, Mandarji.
Yeah, thanks for allowing me. I'm actually slightly confused. There is one educational app which has got AI Buddy built in.
Okay.
So they have labeled it as tokens available as 800 or some numbers. So
Okay.
every time I use it to ask a question related to that content, the tokens decrease. Okay, the number decrease. So 800, say it might come down to somewhere around 775 or 95, whatever.
Fair
Now
enough.
I'm a little bit confused with the tokens that you are mentioning. So I'll be glad if you could just simplify that, for me. I mean,
Okay.
without taking much time, sorry. Yeah.
No worries. So Mandarji, what happens is every AI application has its own limitation. Why ChatGPT suddenly became prominent is because it is capable of doing so many things which other apps are not able to. So like as you said that it gives me some 800, 2000 token limit in a day. Why? Because there are two major reasons for it. So I'll talk from a business perspective now. Two major reasons. If it is my app, I want more and more people on my app. So more people will come only when I will give them something which they cannot do it regularly with their. That is one reason. Second reason is when I give them the provision, like as you are using it. How about if I say the same app, let's say I am the owner of that app, and I made this provision overnight saying that 24 hours you will going to use it for free. 24 hours past 1 minute, tokens will start getting reduced. Will you going to go to ChatGPT? You are understanding what I'm saying? ChatGPT is telling you that, boss, I am the best in the world. Then comes, so all these apps which have generated or which has come up, they are just learning from this big apps like Claude, from Anthropic, from ChatGPT, OpenAI, as to how do they function. And I am into business. I have not opened a charity. I would like to make money. I want to become a millionaire. So the more people will download my app, more money I will going to make. Why? Because more data I will have. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, be it AI or whatever world we live in, data is the only currency that is fueling the economy today. All these companies, we all are, so many of us are on AI today. What for? And what these companies are making money from? OpenAI, no ads, fair enough. Claude, no ads, fair enough. Everything is there. But this app that you are using, Mandarji, it is something like, it is reducing it. Why? As I said, every platform have their own restriction, probably wherever they are hosting this particular application, that they might have certain MOUs or something thing, because generally 800 tokens, I'll just going to exhaust it within 20 minutes, 30, or maybe 60 minutes. Then what is the point for me to use that particular app if I'm exhausting everything? So if that app, and for how long have you been using this app, Mandarji, if I may ask?
For around 6 months, and this is a app for which has been, I would say, engineered for the teachers. Basically, it's a edutainment.
EduEd.ai.
Yeah, yeah, it's a kind of ed app. So basically, now here when you're saying this, uh, if the tokens are decreasing, as you rightly said, why should I even look at it?
Right,
Okay, so now this is a kind of a, I would say, limitation when it comes to tokenings. Now,
right.
is it the same thing that you were explaining a while ago, the tokens? And in
Yes,
fact,
it's the
when,
same.
yeah, okay,
It
yeah.
was the same thing. So when I showed you the tokenizer and when we clicked on GPT-3 version, you have
Mhm.
seen for the same task, more than 2000 tokens were used. So which means I am already exhausting with my daily limit just by doing a small thing. Whereas I have a whole day. Today, when I give a prompt, I say that, hey, copy this, like the way I just copied on ChatGPT. Now I can give it a prompt saying that convert this into an infographic or an image. My
Yeah.
prompts are not sorry, my tokens are not getting exhausted. But with the older versions, I cannot even give a further, even if I say that, hey, convert this into an infographic maybe, or an image maybe, it
Mhm.
might show me that some result is happening, but it will stop, says that you have exhausted. Now please come back after 24 hours, or come back at 6 p.m. tomorrow in the morning, or today in the evening. So it is restricting me. So what you had asked is the same thing. This app that you are using probably may be using some older version of GPT, which may be not
Okay.
new. So like currently, like if I have to ask you, what version of GPTs are we using currently? Like ChatGPT VR, if I had to say.
I think four.
No, it is 5.6.
Okay. I have not checked it. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So it's 5.6. So all these apps that they are building, what they are doing is they are learning as to how AI function and how to integrate. But they have forgotten the basic. The basic is, if you will going to go on the older version of AI, because so there is this something called, so it's going to go little technical, ladies and gentlemen. There is a something called API, if you have heard of it. So API keys are required. So suppose if I want to create an app like ChatGPT, I need an API key, and I have to spend lakhs of rupees to purchase that API key. So
Oh,
yes. However, Google gives you you have to pay anywhere between 10,000 to 1 lakh rupees depending on what API key you are integrating
God.
in your application.
I mean, green behind the ears, yeah. I mean, this
No,
is shocking.
seriously, because I
Yeah.
build agents, and when I build multi-agents, if I want them to function at the same time, somebody have to search something from AI, from Google or from AI. Somebody has to build something. So if I integrate OpenAI, I have to purchase Open API key, and that may cost in dollars. And so that's why I said that these apps are restricting you from using it because they may be on the older version of it. Now, the older version of GPTs, if you take, they are hardly available for free, or even a crack versions are available. But if you really want to use particular, you have to purchase API keys. Google and Open API to an extent gives an API key. Once you have this API key, you can integrate and you can run. Like if this training went well and if I'm being invited again, then I will show you how to build the agents which can work together with the help of API keys, how you have to integrate, and a lot of detailing happens into that. So
I'm
I
looking forward for that, man. Seriously. I mean, I'll be whatever you say. I'll come to your house and support. Anyway, sorry, we can have that.
thank you so much.
Same here. We'll have another session also for sure.
That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's come back to where we were. Um, So let's come back where we were doing what we were doing. So this is all about tokenizer. Like this was just a small example that I have given to you people that what tokens is and how it is. Now, coming back to my PPT, if I will, it says like, I hope my PPT is visible to everyone.
Yes, it is. Your screen is visible, not the PPT.
It is visible.
Yeah.
Okay. I do not know. Something is happening to this Zoom today. It is not letting me to share things which I want to. Okay. I hope now it is visible to everyone. Yes, it is. Okay, so now moving forward. Now moving forward. So now this is some technological evolution. So I'm not moving into this direction much. But as I said, 1950s was the era when AI and machine learning thing happened. And today in 2020s, we are talking about generative. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, which era of AI are we in? Let me ask you all this question. Which era? So like as we say, we are in marketing 4.0 era or industry 5.0 era. So which era of AI are we in?
Alpha.
We are in a very advanced era. So the world has, so there is something called ANI, artificial neuron intelligence. Then came generative intelligence. Then came AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, where the whole world is currently. Now, some of these companies have moved to ASI, which is artificial super intelligence. Now, what is artificial super intelligence? Allow me to give you an example. We all have heard of a company called Anthropic, right? They come up with a system so very advanced that just for the testing phase, when they put it on a trial phase, within 2 hours, American economy end up losing more than $3 billion. Could you beat that? A lot of companies' share went down on the share market, and it was like a sort of why? When they finalized, when they diagnosed it, they understood that this particular tool that Anthropic have developed, the software, what we are calling it as, it is so very advanced that it was able to identify an anomaly in the algorithm, which no other software, advanced to advanced software, was able to detect in the last 28 years. It identified just like this within a snap, gave the output, and the entire share market fell down. Result being, lobby went to POTUS, Prime Minister of the United States, and they said an Anthropic was forced to withdraw this from the market very same day. Can any one of you name me what was this AI?
Claude.
Claude.
No. It's not Claude. Claude is very much there. We all are using it. It is known as Mythos. It was Mythos from Claude. Now, if you go online and search for Mythos, so let's go and search. Let's do it practical over here itself. I hope my screen is visible, right? Okay. Oh, it's not. Yes, I'm sharing my screen here. Come on. So screen sharing is on. Just a minute. Yes. Oh, yes. Now let's type Mythos. from Claude or from Anthropic, sorry. Can you see this? It is restricted via trusted access programs like Project Glasswing. General alternative for this is Claude Fable 5, but Mythos is no longer available in the market. It has, so you can see Claude, Mythos, Anthropic. If you click on it, it will give you what this is made about. So announcement, Claude Mythos 5 export controls have been lifted and Mythos is currently unavailable. Can you see this? Latest update for Mythos preview, seeing gains in cybersecurity, biology, and healthcare. It was just taken away, ladies and gentlemen. Could you believe that the American government became so very scared of this particular tool that they forced Anthropic to withdraw this the very same day. The very same day. This is what Claude is capable of. This is what AI is capable of doing today. Provided if you have the right intention, you can make a better world. You can make a better world into that. This was the magic of AI today. This is the power of AI today. That it can do anything and everything, that whatever we even do not know, it is capable of doing that for us. This is the biggest thing. Now, talking about how I as an individual, each one of us can use AI in our day-to-day life. Let me take a very simple tool called ChatGPT, which we are very much prominent of. So let's quickly jump back to a ChatGPT. All right. Now, many of you must be wondering, how did I manage to get this thing? So ladies and gentlemen, this is not a paid account. This is absolutely free. How to get this? This I can tell you. So all you need to do is go to your Google. I think my screen sharing is stopped again. I don't know what is happening here today. Why is optimized? Okay, here we are. All right, so what we need to do is we need to go to Google and type Chrome Web Store. Everyone, those who are with me can do that. Just like Apple and Android have a Play Store, similar way, Google Chrome also has a Play Store called as Chrome Web Store. Click on this. And you will end up into something like this interface, right? Now, here, right on the top, are we all with me? Can I get a quick yes and no, please? Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So here you need to type AIPRM. AIPRM, and you can see it is available for Claude as well as for ChatGPT. So I'll click on AIPRM for ChatGPT. And since I already have installed this, so you can see remove from Chrome, but for many of you, it would be added to extension or add to Chrome extension. Just do that. Once you do it, it will ask you to log in. Please use the same Gmail account or same login credentials that you have used to sign up for your or through which you are accessing your ChatGPT account. If they two are different, it may not function. So we need to sync this together. Once this is done, somewhere on the top over here, ladies and gentlemen, this is an extension sign. You will click on this and you will see ChatGPT sitting somewhere here. This AI PRM for ChatGPT is here. In front of this, there would be a pin, which is gray for you right now. The moment you will click on this, which will turn into blue like this, and you will see AI PRM extension sign right over here. This part is clear to everyone. Can we get a quick yes and no, please? And those who are trying to do it through mobile, unfortunately, this extension is not available as of now for the mobile users on the mobile if they are using ChatGPT on mobile. So either you can do it on your tablet or on your desktops or through your laptops, right? Once you do this, you quickly sign up with your account and it will hardly going to take some fraction of seconds for you. It will hardly going to take some fraction of seconds for us. and it will bring us to something like this. I have to switch again and again. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience, ladies and gentlemen, and there we are. Now, let me give you the full form of AI PRM. First of all, it stands for artificial. Of course, AI is artificial, so I'm not giving that artificial. P stands for prompt, R stands for repository, and M stands for manager. AI PRM stands for Artificial Intelligence Prompt Repository Manager. Now, what does it mean? Prompt Repository Manager. So here, if you see, can you see this? 17.1 million people have used the same prompt. 12.2 million people have liked and talked about it. 2.2 million. So what it has done is those people all over the world who have been using some specific kind of a prompt and they have been giving a better output, they just upload it over here for the whole world to use and the world is using them. So if you scroll this screen down, you will see something called add public prompt. So if you have any of your prompt that you have been using and that is your secret prompt, which is gaining you a lot of momentum, you simply need to click on add public prompt over here. It will open a dialog box. Put in the details in here and click on save prompt, and your prompt would be available for the whole world to use. And then let people will give you the feedback. So here, if you see, this is Juma. This is by Jignesh Kaladia. This is by Mohammad Tala. This is by Faisal Aren. Then this is by Pinab, and then William Cole. You have Muhammad Mejabul Alam. Then you have Kenny. So likewise, you can also have your name over here. You can also have your name here, right? Okay. Now, let's talk about the importance of this tool, this extension basically. So if you see, there are the two things that I would like to focus more on as here. Topic. Choose any other topic, copywriting, DevOps, generative AI, marketing, operation thing. Let's say I would like to do some kind of a marketing. Now look at it before choosing anything. Now look at it. The very first one is human return and Yoast, right? The moment I'll choose marketing, can you see this? All the prompts got changed now. Now these are marketing specific prompts over here for me. Marketing specific prompt. Now again, the moment I'll choose marketing, this has got changed into marketing, partnership, places, positioning, product research, segment your audience, social media, startup. So I will say social media. The moment I chose social media, now under marketing, I would like to work on social media. Now I have all the prompts related only to social media. So you can have 20 maximum prompts and then you can see 325 prompts available as of now. Right? So this is what it does. And in case if you are not sure, so let me click on all again. The moment I will do all, we are back again. And here you can see, you can do so many things with this prompt. You can summarize startup ideas, table diffusion, script writing, refunds, codes, positioning, whatever you have. And another important thing about this thing is, like, let me open a new tab and let's say, let's go to travel blog in Marathi, let's say. So I got this travel blog over here and we are inside this blog. I hope all of us are following me and I'll click on read more. Now, where ChatGPT stops, this extension makes ChatGPT superficial. How? See, I'm just going to copy all this as is, right? I really like this. Okay. Now I want to bring this into my training or I want to develop some kind of a content out of it. All you need to do is whatever you selected, do a right click. Can you see AI PRM for ChatGPT? This AI PRM works on the live website as well. So this is a live website. We selected the content. Now you can see AI PRM. What do you want? You want to outrank this article. You want to check the spelling. You want to summarize this. You want 5 questions, social media post, summarize this or custom prompt. So let's say find questions. The moment I'll click on this, it will bring me to my chat GPT automatically. and it will have everything as is into this. Just a minute. And here you can see. Find question is what I chose. Audience, who are the audience? Digital marketers, content planning, and this is it. Now and you can see the link is also here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a prompt. The prompt is find some. Okay, let's do one thing. Convert this into a case study that I can share in my training, and then prepare a small MCQ of 10, then make or then convert this into what do we say? Okay, let's do this. Then convert or then make a 50 marks of assessment for my trainees with rubric assigned to it along with the explanation. Hit enter. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. These were just 3 small paragraphs. Here it is. 10 MCQs, followed by 50 mark assessment for trainees. Question 2, question 3 and everything. Then this is a rubric. Here it is a rubric for 50 marks. With a breakup of all the marks over here on the side. Then explanation for trainers, how you have to go about it. Why you should look in for strong answers. Trainer debrief question. There it is. Now, can you please convert this post into an engaging, let's say LinkedIn, or let's say engaging social media post that I can put on my LinkedIn and Instagram, and then suggest and then make some content for Instagram reel that will help me to go viral and make money. I'm just kidding, but I'm just giving it. There you go. Look at the hook. Rupees 35 versus rupees 300. Can you see? I did not say, but look at the hashtags. Then this is Instagram caption. We almost paid 300 plus for a ride that cost us 35. Now look at the hook. For LinkedIn, 35 versus rupees 350 or 300. For Instagram, what hooks the audience? Look at this. Instagram reel designed for retention. Reel hook. And see, 3 to 7. So first, only for 3 seconds, this is a hook. If you are making a 7-second Instagram story, this is what it is. 7 to 12, da 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 da, and here it is. Reel caption is also mentioned. This place is beautiful, but how do I get in here and everything? How to make this reel more likely to perform? And it is giving me the strategy as well. The money making angle, where it is coming, it is telling me that as well. So it says, don't say 0 or 100 to 300. It says 99 to 299. One important point, don't promise that a reel will go viral. Nobody can guarantee that, but this format gives it a much better chance because it combines a strong hook, numerical contrast, personal story, this, and there is an even bigger opportunity here for your students. Now, what I'll do is I'll simply click on this plus sign and we'll say create an image, generate a beautiful and an eye-catchy infographic for the same content, please. Mention the source as well. and hit enter. So what is happening? With one particular piece of a content and with the help of AI PRM, I am converting a live content, a live information, which is there on a web page into a content repository. I hope I'm making sense to all of you. Yes, no. And now I'm pretty much sure, Mandar, it might have answered your question. Now look at this. Had it been the old version of ChatGPT, I would not have been able to perform everything. It would have told me that you are done. And with this extension, it allows you to extend your tokens as well. Of course, it has a limit because it is a free thing. But with the general things that you were restricted with ChatGPT, this may allow you to go a little bit extend.
Sure. This is amazing.
All you need to do is just play with this, pick up anything and ask it to generate a content outrank. Now let's do one thing. Let's go back to the same thing. I'll select this. Again, AI PRM for ChatGPT. Now I will say, outrank this article for me. Outrank means it will rewrite this article in a much better way than the original one. And even if I do not have to say use relevant hashtag or anything, what it is, outrank article, and I'll simply hit on enter. I have not said in Hindi, Marathi, English, Tamil, Telugu, what language. But this is going to generate the things for me. It says outrank this article and write in Marathi language, please. How many of you have tried using different languages on ChatGPT other than English? Tamil, Telugu, Bengali, Punjabi, Marathi, Kannada. It functions in every language. Look at this. It will give you. So it says, so now I have pasted this. Now I will say, outrank this article and write it in Marathi language. Write it in half Marathi, Hindi, and English. Let's see what do we get. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the images. This is what it means when it says outrank the article. Now, if you see the original article over here, it does not have images. Not many of those images, right? Now look at this. And it is not suggesting one, it is suggesting 3 different images. Best time, what is the budget? Smart tips. Everything is right over here. Frequently asked questions are also there. SEO metadata is there. Simple as that. And sources, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, Madhya Pradesh Tourism. Now let's see another magic. Convert the same into an article to be presented in, let's say, Tamil and Telugu language to the Ministry of Foreign or Ministry of Tourism. Ministry of Tourism. That's it. Says it you will going to get this thing, but all you need to do is simply click on cancel. Ladies and gentlemen, Tamil and Telugu. By the time it generates, let's come back here, and here it is. This is your infographic. I hope all of us are aware about what an infographic is. Is there anybody in the room who doesn't know? So we can discuss about infographic also, what exactly an infographic is. So here you have, ladies and gentlemen, an infographic. So if I click on download, so it got downloaded and here it is. Rupees 35 versus 300, smart travel, big experiences, Madhya Pradesh, the heart of India. Look at the way it has been done. Look at this, places we explored, trip highlights, budget. Now the same big amount of a content I have just restricted into this. Now you tell me the original content of this or this, which one you prefer? The image that I just created, which one? Okay, let me show it to you. Which one you prefer, this one or this content? This is one content and this is another one. Same piece of information got converted into this.
Obviously, the AI image, that's a snapshot of everything that's out there.
Perfect. That is why you need to know the AI skills. Same piece of information if you have been asked to, give a presentation on this. Here it is in a minute, not even a minute, under a minute, I must say. With the source mentioned. Don't just ask what should I see, ask what should I know. And you have a QR code based on the travel experience shared in Madhya Pradesh, the heart of India, and dhananjaybird.com, and that's QR code for him to reach him. Simple. This is how you amplify a content. This is how you create a content from nothing. Now, even if you have a saved documents, all you need to do is just remove the names, remove the branding, upload it over here, and I'll give you another tool how you can bring that thing also live over here, right? And then let's look into this. Ladies and gentlemen, Tamil and Telugu, same language, same content in Tamil and Telugu. Now let's say, now if it can generate in this, it can generate infographic in Punjabi, Hindi, the same image which got generated in English, you can generate in your respective language also, in Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, in whatever way it is. Now comes the fun part. Let's say I am training somebody and I say that, okay, fine, this is like, okay, fine, this is good. What new I can do, right? Now, let's see. What I'll do is, based on the above article, kindly prepare a game that will help my trainees to remember the context and the information. Make sure to add some floating emojis related to the topic, maybe. The game must have a dashboard in it and should also have a provision for the certificate, and the certificate must read, this certificate is awarded to for completing the knowledge test on Madhya Pradesh tourism, issued by, let's say, ISTD. Okay. Once done, okay, please follow the ISTD color tally, and once done, give me a downloadable HTML link. Hit enter. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will going to have something really very funny coming up for us. But all I'm trying to say over here is, with the help of AI, just with one tool, we have been using ChatGPT, but we never realized that how I can utilize this ChatGPT for my business, for my own personal growth, for upskilling myself, for bringing more business to my business, or for becoming an entrepreneur, how I can do that. Now, what it is analyzing? It is doing the coding. Can you see this? Which you and I would have taken ages to remember and to learn this. It is doing coding. Look at this. Now I do not need a coder. That's the reason why company have thrown the coders out. So the task which I could have needed 10 coders, now I hardly need one or two. Why? Because just to check and monitor. Now, I created the interactive Madhya Pradesh Tourism Knowledge Quest with da 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 da. And here it is. Download. So I'm going to click on this. And here it is. Just a minute. Come on, preview. So here it is. Look at this, the game over here, and ISTD style learning game. Guys, you have to tell me, has it followed the same color palette as ISTD has?
No.
No problem. So I'll click on download and there we go. There you have. Knowledge Recall Challenge, ISTD style learning game. Start the knowledge quest. Madhya Pradesh is popularly known by which title? Heart of India. Can you see this? It is giving the correct answer. Next challenge. So you can see 12. So I'm going randomly. Chitralinga, maybe this. So you can see it's wrong and highlighting the correct answer. Omkareshwar, wrong again. Which destination? Mandu. Fair enough. Which of the following is not one of the national parks? Maybe Gir. Okay. Approximately how much was the overall trip budget? Trip budget 5,000. Oh no, it was 8,000. What was the approximate bus fare? Okay, fair enough. This from Mumbai, the group traveled to Jaipur in which class? Sleeper class, probably no. They traveled in 3A according to June or July. No, this. Then which of the three we had a trip? Jaipur to this, which is a key content marketing lesson from the case. Use more hashtag. One experience can be repurposed into many useful content assets. Done. Excellent work. Good attempt. Review the explanation. Unlock your certificate. Enter your name. Generate certificate, and there you go. Indian Society for Training and Development, Certificate of Completion, Madhya Pradesh Tourism Knowledge Test. This certificate is awarded to so and so for completing the knowledge test on Madhya Pradesh Tourism issued by ISTD 14th August. Training game certificate template is not official ISTD credential unless formally issued or authorized by ISTD. Source 500, sorry, score 500 out of 1200. And can you see this? Floating emojis, tiger, temples, leaf, bus, mobile. And if you want to save it, save as a PDF. And I'll click on save. So I'll click on, let's say, desktop, click on save, and my certificate is saved, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, you people are quiet. I mean, like, have I done something wrong? I mean, like, you people are not speaking. I'm not sure. Are guys, you people are with me or not?
I,
With you.
We're completely
I
with you.
am overwhelmed.
Mind-boggling things.
Thank you so much, Anita. Look
Bhupen,
at
we
it. How
need one more session
So
I
from
we
you so
mean,
that
actually
you can
leave the
customize
session to
some more
be like
things
a
for us.
4 hour or half day session so that really there's so much to grasp and your speed is very difficult to match.
I'm so sorry. I'm extremely sorry. I couldn't
No, you
care
do
of
it
that.
better for us to grasp.
And so much to learn, actually. So it will require actually a couple of hours.
Yeah,
1 hour doesn't do much justice, actually.
we need part two of this session to be continued, please.
And the best thing is learning source Madhya Pradesh tourism case study supplied for this training activity. Original article, when you click on it, it is redirecting you back to the same original place where it has started off from. There we go. And you know what? How beautiful does it look? Right? And it has everything back into this. If you click on play again, you are back into the game. Heart of India. The same emojis you can see floating across, other than the leaf. And you can see 12 knowledge question, maximum points 1200, learning themes 5, certificate unlock, source, score, start knowledge quest, recall, certificate. What else do you need? It's good to go. And the best thing is you can host this live, for example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this and I'm going to show you as to how I can make it original. So would it be okay if I just take 5 more minutes of your time and show you
Yeah,
as to
yeah.
how you people can also do it?
yes.
Please. All right. So all I need to do is I'll just quickly go to GitHub and I'll just make a small change here. Okay, so it says, so I'm going to click on create a new repository, and it will say repository name, let's say MP quiz, or let's say ISTD. So say ISTD is available. Description, the repo is on the session with ISTD. Participants, I'm just typing anything. Participants for the trial purpose, and the quiz is related to that. Fair enough. And it says they're making the public. Okay, I'm creating a repository. Now my repository is created. Now it says that I need to upload a link. So what I'm going to do is the same link that we just got it. So I'm just going to So what I'm going to do is just a minute. Yeah. So the link that we just got it in the HTML format, all you need to do is once it is wherever you have saved it, you need to bring it on your desktop and make it and have to save it under the name of index.html. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do it over here. So okay. So where is my index.html? Oh, that would be in my download options. So I'll go to my downloads, and there it is, gaming HTML. I'll close this. Come on. And Madhya Pradesh tourism PDF. Where is the game? Ah, there it is. So I'm just going to rename this into as index.html. That is it, and nothing much I need to do. So I'll remove all the name. You can't see it because I do not know why I'm not getting the option to show my entire screen here. So I have index.html. So let's come back, and it says upload an existing file. I'm going to click on this. It says choose your files. I'm going to click on this as well. And I have index.html. This is over here. Click on open, and the file is getting uploaded here. So the file got uploaded. Now let's go back, click on commit changes, and it is processing the file. Once it is done, I'll click on settings. It is little too fast for you people because I just want to show you as to how you can also see it. So deploy from a branch. So I'll click on main branch, root, save, and we are done. We just need one link from GitHub, and that link I'll share it with you so that you can also play this. Now, generally what happens is when you get an HTML link and from ChatGPT, it is valid only for 24 hours. So if you are creating something magical, so you just need to make sure that you should host that link, and for which I used GitHub because GitHub doesn't charge you for hosting anything, and it gives you a public domain, the link all by itself. So I'm just waiting for that link to come up, and then we are almost done. Come on, come on, come on. Give us a link. So once we have this link, I will share it in the chat box, and you all can play the game all by yourself and there it is. So here it is. Here is a link. I'm just going to copy this and we'll bring all of us in the chat box, put it in the chat box, send it. Can please all of you or whosoever can click on it and see whether the link is getting open and you are able to play and get the certificate or not. I'll wait for your responses. Those who are watching me, so here we can see like this is a link. When you click on this, and there we are. Now this is a shareable link. You can share this link with anybody in the world. Ask them to play the quiz. So start quiz, you can do that, and whatever you have to do, do it. So anybody who is doing it, can somebody validate, can tell us whether they are able to do it or not, whether the link is accessible or not.
Yes.
It is. And
Yes.
are we play the quiz?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Deepa. And how many of you have been able to generate the certificate?
Wow, this is really nice. But we need about a second session. Part two to be continued, Bhupendra. Please don't mind.
Sure, no worries. That's okay. I can understand that. So this is exactly how we can take help of just one tool called AI, ChatGPT, which I'm using every day in my life. But this is the other side of it. Next session, if public demands, then I will show you how you can have your own GPT like ChatGPT. With the help of ChatGPT, we will create a GPT just like ChatGPT. So I'm done from my end. If we have any question, if the forum have any question, please shoot.
We may have quickly 2, 3 questions because we are running out of time. Thank you so much, to Bhupendra, for your wonderful insights. I'm sure that we all are using artificial intelligence, but the way you have talked about it has created lots of buzz among all of us. It will take most of the time for us to digest today's learning. Ms. Pallavi, we are going to upload this recording on our YouTube page. After a few days, this can be shared with everybody, and then you may all can see it. You may open for a couple of minutes for the questions. If anybody has any questions, kindly raise it over here. I have also posted the feedback form. I request everybody to kindly fill the feedback form to acquire your certificate for our today's session. Though Dr. Bhupendra has already taught us how to get the certificate on our own, but ISPT Mumbai chapter needs you all of you to get your certificates officially. That's the reason I have just put it. Uh, I can also invite a couple of our participants to share their reflection. Mandar sir, may I request if you can share your reflection? And after Mandar sir, Anshu sir, maybe you can share your reflection after attending our today's session.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Kavita ji, for allowing me to express. In fact, it has been a mind-boggling session. I have never come across such a simplistic way and the pedagogy that you used. I mean, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Though the speed was quite fast. I mean, for me to catch up because I was tired a bit, but then I enjoyed it. I don't miss even a single workshop like this. I look at ChatGPT as a thinking partner, I would say, right now, instead of just a search engine. So you have actually made me think as to what else can we explore beyond just searching and creating small tables, which is quite common nowadays.
Right.
And if I do not know whether I'm within the etiquettes, but then I would ask for more. You have increased my appetite, and
Thanks.
looking forward for the next sessions. And trust me, I would expect ISTD to have a certified course on agentic AI or creating agents. Trust me, I mean it would be you, Dr. Bhupendra sir. It was fantastic. Thanks a lot, Kavita ji, for allowing me to express.
Thank you so much, Mandar sir. Anshu sir, you were also very, very regular with your script and with your response. So I also request you to kindly share your reflection after coming up.
Definitely. Bhupendra ji, I'll share honest insights. I've been attending these kind of sessions for quite some time now. Some of the things that you shared, I'm very well aware of it. And I always do real-time live testing while you were typing and sharing. I was doing it parallelly. I've already done whatever few things was not there in my office laptop, number one. Just to check and validate, including a quiz which you took in the certificate, just to revalidate it, number one. And I've already mentioned it twice that this series requires a little extension because some of others felt you were very fast. I felt you were slow. So on the contrary, just the opposite. It depends upon individual, grasping power or the acquaintances. But at the same time, I would request IST Forum and Bhupendra ji that we need to customize a little bit. This is a IST Forum, so a lot of people require training in terms of HR practices or their individual things. So if we could take a little bit of insights and next session can be based on those things, it will help the participants and people like you who would like to connect with you and hopefully have another session for my electrical engineers, project managers. In fact, I'm going to Arunachal Pradesh and Jammu. I'm going to show them live. Maybe you can showcase them few things. Knowledge is to be shared, I believe in big time. So that's how it is. Awesome session. ISTD, thank you. And we definitely are looking for part 2 to be continued based on everybody's feedback.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anshu, for your feedback. In fact, Dr. Bhupendra, today your session is not only attended by L&D professionals. In fact, the faculty from BPM College is also here along with their students. And they are taking lots of insights what you have shared today. And that's how we are trying to fulfill the vision of our ISTD to make our new generation ready in the area of L&D professionals and creating a difference. Thank you, Ms. D. She is a National Council member of IST Raipur, if I'm not wrong, for joining our today's program. And it is very nice to have our own
Sorry, I
IST
missed a
member for being
operator
a
is
part
not
of this session. Anil sir, Anita ma'am, Vinu ma'am, and others for being a part of this session. From here, we have to stop and take a pause. And whatever we have learned today with Dr. Bhupendra, we have to
I think she might be stuck because of the network issue. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It was an
so
honor.
with
Thank
you,
you, ISTD.
they say,
Thank you, ISTD, for giving me this opportunity. And have a great evening and a great weekend. And happy Independence Day to all of us.
Thank you
You
so
too.
much.
Wishing you as
Have a
well.
great weekend.
Have
Bye
a
bye.
great evening.
You
Yeah.
connect on LinkedIn, Bhupendra, please
Sure,
connect.
sure. I will certainly. I'll sure.
we are closing today's session. If anybody is comfortable, quickly on you for a group photo of our LinkedIn to flaunt it and talk about it. And after that, you all everybody kindly on your video for a group photo. Though I'm in the transit, but I don't mind.
Perfect.
Thank you, Bhupendra ji, and off
Thank you
to
so much.
session. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Bye.